California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a dump off here complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. First carry of the game for Zamir White. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Go tonight. 2 for 1. 14. Down. 76. 76.
On first down, it's gone. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
This 2nd and 4. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face force a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
They get this out left. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Run!
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run, and the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Home troops right.
Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. This will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. After 1
on EA Sports.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Rick Flair. Super 66.
Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Herbert now. And that'll be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
59, 59. Baylor tight.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Caught here by Griffin.
The Chargers at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Hey, ram.
Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there gonna be incomplete. incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Back to the air. Goff on second down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling it up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Touchdown, Chargers.
Quentin Johnston from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got ALOOO once again.
And he'll be out right at the 35. And a little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
That's complete out left to ALOOO.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
To pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Play action. It's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Hey, go Lion. Go.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. It's caught by Davis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert off of play action. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Value three.
Goff now to throw. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 17. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Jacobs going to try the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Powers past him at the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Quick toss by Goff is complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call on a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Dante Fowler. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, Kappa. Let's go. Hey. Baylor Tigers.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Home troops right.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
59.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10.
Ray.
Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Baylor Tigers. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. What is it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Hey, ram, ram, ram.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Running is Jacobs. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They run it with Jacobs. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At the 3-yard line.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one.